Hello everybody and welcome to another Train Sim World 6 video. Today we are on Birmingham Crewe again and we are doing 1 Zulu 82 Barrow and Furness to London Euston. Operate this rail tour service from Crewe to Birmingham New Street. And we are in the Flying Scotsman, which it's been a little bit since I've driven this, so I'm going to need to get used to it again. But let's go. Oh, I haven't got a second person. Cylinder cocks are open. Apologies for any sniffles, I seem to have woken up with them. That sounds a little bit naughty. Right, brakes on. Temporary isolation switch. Where's the switch? What are you? How do I turn TPWS on? I don't know. Oh, let's get in seat. Who's this I can see? Crewe to London Euston. Right, let's take the labels off the map. Let's zoom the map out. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh, there's a 150 in there as well. Nice. Look at how bright the green is. I've always wanted more to do with Scotsman than just ECML, so this is nice. Good morning, or I suppose good evening in that part of the world, Phil B. Train fan. I love Flying Scotsman. I've technically, sort of, seen this in real life. Basically, it was at the NRM, National Railway Museum, when I went there. However, it was just popped behind a little door, and in this door, you can see it, but you could only see the outline of it. So I could see it through all this, but I just couldn't see the colour or anything. It was almost like an X-ray of Flying Scotsman. Right, next stop Wolverhampton. Oh, we do actually stop somewhere on a rail tour, that's rare. First brake off. Keep loco brake on. Is it small open, large closed? I believe it is. You've seen it? Where is it? Where? Is that when Scotsman went to Australia? Or have you seen it in the UK? Because I know Scotsman did do a stint down in Australia. Right, we're moving now, so let's turn those off. In Australia in 1989. Nice. How long was Scotsman in Australia for? I forgot. And whereabouts was it you saw it? 2 years. It's worldwide. I believe we have Mark 1s today. Yeah, I think those are Mark 1s. I do like these maroon Mark 1s. These coaches actually come from the rail tour company, West Coast Railways. However, they didn't secure West Coast Railways branding. Probably because they just didn't feel like they needed to. And in fairness, I don't think if we had a West Coast Railways logo on it, it would change anything. Came over early 88, stayed till the end of 89. That must have been a long boat journey. Right, we're going to be speeding in a second. Right, let's bring the reverser down to 60. What's that? What's the blower? I'm going to keep the HUD on for this run just because I've not learned it this way yet. I've learned it the other way. But yeah, I was planning to buy the 86 today. I was going to stream the 86, but then I realised there's no point. Well, there is point because I'll get it on Monday. But like, if I bought it today, I'd only be able to make content on it today because I can't do it tomorrow. because it's old on the 4472, and there was no smoke deflectors. Interesting. Are the smoke deflectors these things around the outside, on the left and the right? Not quite sure. Yes, okay, cool. I thought so. I shouldn't want to sound overconfident. Should we get a screenshot? Yeah, I mean, you know how I am normally for screenshots. I take way too many of them, but when you're driving Scotsman, you have a right to take way too many of them. Oh, yeah. It's obligatory. Is that the word? Obligatory? Mandatory? Not sure. Right, 75, that's all we're going to be able to get up to today. Reverse it down to 35. Oh, and I've unlocked the right doors. Yeah, because before you use the externals, you have to pull this. Then it works. I'll pop a photo on the Discord. Amazing. But yeah, one thing about steam trains is, until I went and saw some of the National Railway Museum, you never realise how big their wheels are. Like, yeah, they look bigger than normal, but they don't look like... There was a train where the wheel was like bigger than me. It was like 1.5 of me, or 1.25 of me. And it's like, how? Oh, here comes a 350. I refuse to be overtaken by a Desiro. I reckon if Scotsman produced this much steam in real life, it would blow up. So I think it produces a little bit too much steam. But hey. I do love a 350. I do love a 350. I feel like the steam trains in game are a bit quiet. Like, I feel like they need their volume turned up because they can be loud. They can be loud, but like I made a video train spotting at Newark Northgate in the game, and the 801 went past, and shortly after Scotsman went past, and the 801 was louder than the Scotsman. It's like that just wouldn't be the case. We're going to be going uphill the whole way. 50 miles an hour, ladies and gents. During at Wolverhampton. Oh, we're just meant to stop there. We don't actually open the doors. We're just stopping there to allow for passing, I'm assuming. It's going to take us 50 minutes just to get to Wolverhampton. Then it takes us another 23 to get to New Street. That's quite a nice camp, to be fair. But what can you see? Whoa! You can't see much there either. I do plan to take the 87 back up. I can't remember if I said that already. But I do plan to do one of the 87 services as well. Because I thought I've done all the layers, so while I'm waiting to buy the 86, waiting until I have some time to buy the 86, enough time to make quite a few videos on it, I'll just do Scotsman and the 87 and do some of the rail tours that I haven't done. 33 miles. I do love this Birmingham Crewe. It's a shame about the performance on it, but do you know what? I don't mind if it crashes once. I mean, I do mind because I'd rather it didn't, but as long as I've saved it, crashing isn't too inconvenient. But when you do like an hour's run and you've not saved it and it crashes, that is a bugger. Let's get in this now. I only recently realised what these bits were for. So these bits stick out here. They would be a bit more straight line, like going across here. Not by much, but they stick out just so the driver doesn't get wind all in his face, so he can actually have a look at the signals without wind blowing into his eyes. Because I've always wondered what that bit was about, but now I know. Oh, we have Thomas and his friends. And in this case, his friend is a 350. Ow. What are 350s about? I don't actually think many 350s go up the Trent Valley, to be fair. Apart from the Crewe services, I think. I don't think many go up the Trent Valley. I'm looking forward to that Trent Valley route. I was a little bit worried because it's like, really, do we need another stretch of the West Coast Main Line? And then when you think about how bad this route's performance is, but it's not woeful, this route's performance, it's If you've got a good PC, when I say good, I don't mean like ultra good, I just mean like good as in if it can handle most TSW routes. If it can handle West Coast Main Line South, it'll be able to handle this, basically. I reckon, yeah. Is Trent Valley and TSC? Nice. Oh god, I almost made a pig snort there, that was awful. Having a cold is not fun. I don't even know if I've got a cold, I just woke up like it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Trent Valley. I know nothing about the Trent Valley. Literally nothing. I don't know anything about the TSW routes before they come. Like, if you told me how to get from Birmingham to Crewe, I would have had no clue. But yeah, I mean, the route maps they publish help a bit. Trent Valley is Rugby to Stafford. Yeah, like cuts. I know it's basically a Birmingham avoidance route because we're getting Crewe to Milton Keynes in the game. It'll start at Milton Keynes, then we'll go Rugby, and then we'll come off to the Trent Valley. What speed are we going? I don't know. I can't really see it. 53. Not bad. Need some WD-40. Right, off we go. Zooming along. One thing I've always found bizarre about Scotsman is why they made flying look like flying. It looks like it's spelled wrong. We're struggling up this hill. Now we're maintaining 53. Yeah, I keep getting trees. There's trees everywhere. Yeah, it looks like it says flying Scotsman rather than flying. I don't know where we are in proportion to Stafford, but when I look at Stafford, when I watch people do IRL train spotting at Stafford, it made no sense to me that the station layout. It was like, well, how do things get to where and how do they get there? But now I've played this route, it makes perfect sense. Like the most perfect sense. I mean, a lot of the 390 services on this that don't go down the Trent Valley don't stop at Stafford, which is a bit weird, because it's like you're passing through at 30. You might as well stop, even if it's just for a minute or two. Because they have like 15 minutes waiting time at Wolverhampton. And it's like, well, if you need to wait that long at Wolverhampton, have like 5 minutes at Stafford or something. But I don't know, I don't make the timetable, and that's probably a good thing. Just give me 2 seconds. That's better. I feel better now. Off we go. 28 miles to Wolverhampton. Miles. To do that in half an hour, you'd need to be doing a speed of about 60, or just under, probably about 56, so we'll get there in time, I reckon. Flat grade, hey, that's nice to see. Let me know if the game is too loud, by the way, because these steam trains, they can be loud from the cab or the footplate. Not too bad, okay. Thank you. Oh hello, Pendo. I was just about to say this is not this, we'd have done this in 5 minutes, Pendo. blurries? No? It looks okay. I mean, it doesn't look great. It's that bad. Not sure. Yeah, we do. I think. Oh no. Not sure. Not sure. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. The reflections are fine. It's just this bit here. Right, I believe we're about halfway to Stafford. I just hope that they do a couple more optimisation patches to this route. Now that they've released the 805 and the Trent Valley is all but confirmed to be in testing, well no, it is in testing, it's been confirmed to be in testing, so we should be getting that DLC, I reckon, about March time, I reckon. I wonder, March, maybe TSW 6, the first route of TSW 7, I mean. Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, Matt Pedalston says it's in testing. Whoa, bang, there's a headache. I'm gonna feel that one in the hospital later. Oh, 21%, that's pissing me off. Hang on a minute, 20%. No. Yeah, there we go. I don't have OCD, but I don't know. No, I must do. Must do some sort of problem. Oh. What have I done there? There we go. But yeah, to say the train's gone blurry, it doesn't look that bad. And all the insides is still fine. So, I'm not too bothered by it, to be fair. It's just the route stuff that I'm bothered by. But 21 miles to Wolverhampton. Let me just save it here, just in case. It's weird how one line on this route cuts the corner. Well, that just fully cuts the corner because we have to go around this way. It's weird. I don't get it personally, but Ah, double yellow, what's that about? Right, a bit of initial braking. Just try and slow it down gently. I can't remember how good the brakes are on here, it's been a while. Don't seem to be too bad. Yeah, they could be better. Let's put it at about 20% service. Right. Yeah, that's fine. No, it's not. Need more brakes. Okay, we're doing about 57. We have a bit more braking, please. I reckon that will do it. No, it won't. That will do it. Yeah, that should do it. It's easier to drop speed in this thing than it is to pick up speed, that's for sure. Right, let's just keep paying attention. I'm trying to lean to try and see if I can see around the corner, but it's not working. Is that my signal that stepped up to a double yellow? I think it is. Yes, it is. Off we go. Right, it's now green. So, yeah, let's go. I'm just going to turn it down one click on my headset just because it is a bit loud. I'm also going to turn it one click down on the stream. If you want it turned back up again, do let me know. I don't think we'll be using EPS speed limits today. It doesn't say too bad. It doesn't too bad say it's got blurry. And I mean, the coaches aren't affected, so I don't know. I've never had this, well, I have had the blurry issue before, but I've not had it to the point where it is and it isn't. Do you know what I mean? Because like normally when it goes blurry, everything goes blurry, but now it's just this thing on the train. That thing. That's good. Okay, thank you, Phil. Oh. Ah! We've got it back. Nice. See what I mean? It was texture problems, but it wasn't. 45 miles an hour. Off we go. Accelerating away. One thing I will say about this route is, yes, it's set in 2019, so there are quite a few inaccuracies. 350. But the timetable on here is what West Coast Mainline South should have been. And I think with the 805 DLC, the timetable on West Coast Mainline South is more like what it should be now. Yeah, it's definitely more like what it should be. It's a shame that it's really blurry, and I mean we're still missing God knows how much freight off the West Coast Mainline South anyway, before it was all removed. Oh, the textures have gone blurry again. But like, the West Coast Mainline South, or just the West Coast Mainline in general, is the busiest freight route in the UK. But you wouldn't have guessed it. The rendition of it in TSW. Because there's so many freight terminals and yards on the West Coast Mainline. Like you have Wembley, Euston, Basford Hall on here, got Trafford Park, which I don't believe is in TSW. You've got Felixstowe. I mean, that's not really on that. No, that's not on the 6.9. It's on the Great Euston main line, of all things. That's got a red. Right, we're back to double yellows again. We're not getting that fast, are we? 63. I feel a real sense of speed in flying sauce, but not actually come back. Hello, 350. Oh, 8 car. Nice, that's come off the Trent Valley. Because the only 8 car services on here do come off the Trent Valley. I wonder if we'll be able to go 75 through Stafford. And I think that that train, by the way, has... I think that Pendolino has just gone onto our lines, maybe even coming up to Stafford, which is why we're being slowed down. Yeah, that's a single yellow, so a bit of braking. I love the AWS noise in this. Sounds like what I imagine like a dying ant to sound like. Sounds like someone choking a cow. Yeah, exactly. Pendolino. Yeah, we are coming up to Stafford. I thought so. That Pendolino's a cheeky bugger. Hello, another 390. Look at all this like marsh land. Assuming that's what this would be, like marshy, yucky land. It's weird because I said it on yesterday's stream, I'll say it again on this stream. This area of the country is a very like not very nice area of the country, but they've made it look like a really nice area of the country. You know, like come to Birmingham, come to Stafford, come to Wolverhampton, sort of thing. But like, if you're in the UK, do not go to Birmingham, save yourself. There are better places to go. I mean, I say that. Are there? I suppose the London's nice. If you're going to go somewhere dangerous, you might as well go somewhere that's dangerous and pretty. Do you know what I mean? Let's move the reverser up to 60. Approach control? Yeah, I think so. Right, we can go 60. Well, actually, I say that we have a red signal next, so... I think that only changed, because we didn't... Normally it changes when you hit the AWS magnet. So I think that has only changed because the 390's gone off. Well, heck, maybe it's not even a 390 we're following, who knows. But if we are following a 390, that'll be painful, because it's going to have God knows how much time sat on Wolverhampton. Let's slow down just in case we have got a red here. Is that on banner repeater? No, we got double yellows, right. Off on the brakes. Green. Yes. But yeah, you can tell it's got blurry. Look at the sign at Stafford. Oh, okay. Never mind. Whoa. Okay, it's just gone unblurry, so just as I went to point it out. Nice. Full beans. Scotsman's getting all the beans. I mean, I imagine you could probably cook a tin of beans in the fire. You know, take about 5 minutes just to heat them up, you know. Good stir. Beans on toast in Scotsman. One thing I remember being told, if you're, I think this would have been from Melbourne train guy, if you're driving a train that hasn't got the good suspension, which Scotsman doesn't, I believe, turn it to the classic, I can't actually change it. Never mind. I was going to change it, but I don't think you can do it while on the move. Never mind. Right, just save it here. It can crash in Stafford sometimes. Oh, and the savings made it go blurry. Love to see it. Oh, and the coaches have gone blurry this time as well. I hope this is why DTG aren't making any DLC. I hope that they're coming back and fixing this. Because I'm not even sure, do DTG have any products on the roadmap? I don't think they do. I really don't think they do. Oh, they have the US route. There's another US route that's similar to the Morristown line, I do believe. Or from the same area. Or from the same region, I think. But other than that, I don't think they have anything else on the, well, maybe the GW remaster, which I reckon it could be a couple of weeks until we get that, which is a shame. I'd rather them take a whole month, and I'm only saying that, and I'm saying that quite selfishly, because there's quite a few things on sale, quite a lot of content to make, and then, yeah. I can't wait to play that GW remaster. I know everybody's in the same boat, but they've put us on edge for long enough, you know what I mean? Let it go, sort of thing. Release it. 350. You like a good old Desi? Good old Desiro, Desi. 50 mile an hour for the neck. I'll take off. Brass texture on there to make it just not look 2D. So they've added details like that. That's mean that it doesn't affect us because we will not be going more than 75 the whole way. Yeah, the service for this is the head code for this is 1 Zulu 82, and you get 2 services. One of which goes from Crewe to Birmingham, and I believe the other goes from Stafford to Crewe or Crewe to Stafford. And I don't know if they have a set season. I don't know if they just run every single day of the timetable, all 365 days, or if they only appear in winter, or if they only appear in spring, or autumn, or, you know, summer. What's that one? Because there are some services in TSW that are seasonal, like railhead treatment trains. Those will be coming to an end soon. They normally run between early autumn and late winter, or early spring even, so they'll probably not be around too long. It's actually a shame that there's no RHTT on here. I mean, I don't really use the RHTT pack, it was more for AI that I bought it for, and do you know what? I've got my use out of it. The runs are a bit boring. imagine trying to get to that access point. Ugh, no thank you. Well, saying that, I need to give the RHCT a revisit. Because last time I played it, I was a bit of grumpy guts for whatever reason. I don't know why. Maybe an announcement that annoyed me. That normally happens. That's normally one of the reasons why I'm grumpy in videos. The TSW announcement has boiled my blood. Or even steamed it at that point. 10 miles to Wolverhampton. Oh yeah. The texture's fixed. Okay. So they're fixed from the outside, but they're broken inside. That's weird. That is really weird. Anybody had this issue before with Scotsman? Not sure. It's the first for me anyway. Those stairs, which I'm assuming would be for like passenger evacuation if something happened here. I'd love to see working windscreen wash in TSW. Because like the thing is with these steam trains, if you went past one, you'd bloody know about it. There'd be steam all over your window, it'd mist up, it'd look awful if you were over past one of these. You'd have to be constantly on windscreen wash. So yeah. Here is Penkridge, I believe. Yeah, that is Penkridge. 9.3 miles. What's the speed we're doing? 64. Zoo Lane. 64 Zoo Lane. Not sure if any of you will understand that, but if it's just me, it's just me. Around the corner, see if we can spot anything. I can spot a green signal, that's what we'd like to see. What is the time? 10 o'clock. 10:15. So how long have we got left of the service? 40 minutes. Which would bring me to 10:55, which would give me about an hour and 10, 15. So that's hope. That's how long the 87 service takes. Assuming we get no crashes, of course. What does that sign actually mean? Not sure. Maybe that's a bridge number or something. I don't know. Not sure. Stairs there as well, a little evacuation point. I can't imagine what else they'd be used for. An evacuation point and probably for network rail staff. But I think we're actually running fairly on time. We'll probably be late into Wolverhampton just because it brings you down quite early on our first signals, but oh well, it happens, we can gain that time back up. It's easily done, it's easily done. 6.7 miles, 6, 7. Oh god, we're in 2026 now, maybe it's time for that to die. Let's go. We haven't actually got that many coaches in today. Yeah. How comes there's only that that's blurred? Is that really all they can blur on the Scotsman? When I say that and all this is blurred. Okay. I'll shut up. There we go. Meow. 4.4 miles to Wolverhampton. There goes my phone. Knocked it over. Kaboom. Kabang. Wow. What have I done? Where have I... What? There we go. Reopen Twitch. There we go. Bloody hell. Desi, there's enough desire, and textures are back. Wahey! My textures. Didn't invite you here anyway. I reckon this is going to be a double yellow. We're on 62 miles an hour. We've got to do 3 miles in 3 minutes. Yeah, we'll be late. But, too long. What's that? A warning for the 60. I think we're good considering we're doing 62. I can just let go of some of the regulator and that will get us down. 62. Let's just cut the regulator completely. Oh, nearly. Drop it again. Come on. 60, wait. Now we get adverse signals off this, I reckon. Look, the textures are fine from this cam. Good as gold. Maybe we just need to drive an external cam. Oh, then, okay, never mind. They are not happy this side. Right, serious driving now. Back in the seat. Green signal still. See a speed limit coming up for a 15 in about a mile's time. Let's put initial braking on now and see if we can get that. Whoa. It's quite the nod. Let's drive the main cam actually. Just to see the speed come down. I mean, I can't really see much. That's window is shocking. That pipe is a nuisance. Right, double yellow. Right, then. We'll hold it at 30. I'll quit and save into the menu again. Yeah, I'll save it, quit, and then load back in again. When we get stopped, just to reset the textures. I mean, it's not too bad, but it's annoying me anyway. Right. Yellow signal. Right, coming into Wolverhampton platform 4. Yeah, we're about 3 minutes late, I'd say. It's not the end of the world. But that's probably on time for a rail tour anyway. I believe we were just speeding them for a second. Hello, 350. That's probably what we were following. Or what chopped in front of us at Stafford. There's a 350 coming in there as well. The 350s are mega blurry. I like how it's even put us on the timetable. I wonder what the station announcements will announce us at. Charter service? Right, let's just play it safe here. Let's put reverser up to 75. Oh, 170 coming in as well. It's pretty stacked. I think there's one platform free here at Wolverhampton at the minute. Let's get doors. Oh, no, we're not opening doors, I forgot. So they won't announce us. Right, let me save and come back to the menu. Right. Look at that, crisp Scotsman. Real crisp. Right, cylinder cocks open. You don't have to open them every stop, but it's just good to. Right, now that we're moving, take those off. Look, now it's crisp. That's better. How long will this last? Crisp 4K textures. Did it have us on the station announcements? I think it did, you know, because there was something delayed as we came in, which must have been us. Speed limit's 15 miles an hour, so I'm not getting anywhere in a hurry. The Wolverhampton bit is always painful. If you ever skip the station at Wolverhampton, I would question everything. Where's the 30? There's no sign for it. Have I missed something there? There was no sign. Oh, I'm not sure. God, how long's this train? Get me up to 30. There we go. If I held off a little bit there on the regulator, that would be a bit better. Over 35. That's like the natural holding position for these things. Let's just be cautious on the regulator. Oh, we're only going at that speed, we can go faster. Oh, there's someone walking down there. Nice. Right, we're going downhill, so let's actually cut the regulator a little bit. Right, I haven't been able to get a proper screenshot yet, aside from Wolverhampton, so... not Wolverhampton, when we started, so let's get that. Nice. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. 31 miles an hour already. What's that line for? Freight yard, maybe? Must be. Does it pop out here? Indeed it does. Interesting. I wonder if that's just a disused freight line that hasn't been destroyed, or if that's still in active use. Oh, you can even see people walking down there. How cool. 40 miles an hour already. Look at us, we're running away. I was just having thoughts there in my own head. I don't know if you heard them on the stream, I don't know if I said them out loud, I hope not. Not like bad thoughts or anything, just thoughts. You know, when your brain just goes and you're not doing anything with your brain, so it just starts thinking about random things. Don't know. 2 miles to the next station, which I want to say is Tipton. As the speed limit decreased to 60, which we're basically going about 60 now, so... No, this isn't Tipton, this is... Huh. I always forget this one. What are you? Oh, what's that? Cosley. Of course you are. Cosley. Correct. Cosley? Cosley? I think it's Cosley. I'm not sure, I'm not from this part of the world. Part of the country, part of the world. I'm definitely from this part of the world. 65. Oh dear. Oh dear. Just doesn't want to brake. Slow down. Where are you off to in such a hurry? Now we can speed back up to full. Yeah. This is Tipton. Nice. What's the next one? Dudley Port? Or is there one after? Not sure. I'm slowly learning the stations on the screen. Slowly. Slowly but surely. There's a Desi. Even though 170 just went past. Yeah, it's Dudley Port, which means the next one after is Samwell and Dudley. "22 minutes till we're due in at Birmingham." I can't see how it's going to take us that long. They're planning to hold us somewhere or something. Right, 1.3 miles and it comes down to 60, so let's just take regulator off. And just before Samwell and Dudley, because it's a fairly big station. Give it a quick save. Off we go. That sounds much nicer in my ears now I've turned it down. Or my headphones. So, yeah. I could just use the speedo in the cab, but then I have to go around all the cameras. I wish this was the first one it popped out to. Oh, hang on, let's get going. Or Bill. Let's put a bit of power on. I hate the way my headphones do that when they do that really stupid stuttery noise in my ears. It does my head in. I thought I might as well save it there, considering, you know, if I'm in the menu anyway. Because it's not too bad, I just don't want to miss an AWS. I'm going to say I'll miss a DSD, but we don't have DSD on this. It must have it in real life, I reckon. Maybe. I mean, there's multiple members of Crewe on board, so would you really need it? Like if someone fell flat to the ground, you know, there'd be people there to deal with it. Right, back up 75. Sandwell and Dublin. I don't know how true this story is, but back in the intercity days, I was watching another YouTuber play Birmingham Crewe. And if you're in the TSW, if you're in the simulation community as a whole, you'll know this person. He's not a specific Train Sim player. In fact, he much prefers Train Sim Classic over Train Sim World. Yeah, he was talking about how at Samwell and Dudley, when it first opened in the intercity days, there was like a whole band playing songs, and you know how they're doing a grand opening of the station. But the first train that was meant to stop there, they failed to put it on the driver's journey card. So the driver just went straight through Samwell and Dudley when he was meant to be the first train to stop in there because they didn't put it on his journey card. I thought that was hilarious. I could only imagine people putting this on the day. Driving that must have been so awkward to have been there. I think next speed decrease will be a 40 or a 65. Yeah, no, it will be a 40 after this. bridge hit me that hard, I got whacked back into the cab. Bloody hell. Must be a violent flipping bridge. Rolf Street, I think this is. Yeah, this was the last station before Birmingham, I believe. Last station before Birmingham Pipe. Save it now. Apologies for all the saves, but if I have a crash, then it's going to make it long for me if I didn't keep saving it. I don't know, you won in at this time. Flipping it, what's wrong with me? Right, close the regulator. Is this where Soho Depot is? Can't see it. Around it though. Yeah, this is where Soho Depot, yeah, it's just there. There it is, Soho Depot. Nice. Two miles to Brum. 1.3 miles, the speed limit goes down to 40. That's the warning sign for the 40. Which is not... That's an okay timing for us, because I mean, we're doing 60, so we can slow down easy for that. Right, a mile and a half is where it normally crashes, so we'll save here as well. And we'll save as we come out the tunnels at Birmingham. I've technically got brakes on 0% right now, because it said service 0%. I want to try and get it there again, but hey, let's just slow down. Double yellow, which means we don't have a path into Birmingham, which we'll need to be mindful of. Come on, bring the speed down. Right, there we go. The speed is brought down, and we now have a path into Birmingham. Oh, you know what? I'm not bothered if we go under the speed limit. It comes down to 10 anyway. No, we don't have a path into Birmingham. It's just decided to show it on the HUD. Still got red at the end of the tunnel. Wow, that's bright. Oh no, I can't really see. Can't really see anything. There should be a lamp here now. Door access. Where's the lamp? There's the door. The lamp should be about there-ish. Alright, never mind then. If I spat here, I'm gonna cry. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I can't see anything. Yeah, this is bad. We must have missed that by flip all. Hang on a minute. How much have we missed that by then? Let's add the brightness. That's the... Oh, we missed that by nothing. Literally nothing. We're not driven to Birmingham for another 14 minutes. I hope it's not going to make me sit here for 14 minutes. Look at how close we are. Our train is literally here. And the signal is there. What's stopping us from having entry? That's going out. We have a green on the end of our thing. Let me zoom out. Denied, wait for signal to change. Righto. There's something coming across, I bet. Ah, you're coming across, aren't you? Okay. So we'll wait for him to go across. What time is he due out? 2 Alpha 3 something. Stopped, arrived at instruction. 1448. Stop signal. You need to go. I have a feeling you're not going to go, are you? I don't like doing this, but I had a feeling it wasn't going to go. I don't like doing that, but it's got to be done sometimes. Right, bring it to max forward and get going. We can only go 10 miles an hour anyway, so just have to keep it mindful. But let's save it now that we have a path. That's 3 saves in about 2 minutes. No, that's a bit too much. Just gently. How's it got wheel spin? Something's got a green signal here. What is it? I don't know, but that's starting to move now. Something has moved, which is good. We're moving Birmingham. Not literally, that'd be a bit heavy. Right, where's Loco Brake? Where is Loco Brake? I can't see the Loco Brake. Where is it? It's there, isn't it? Well, let's put about 40% Loco Brake on. No, because that's going to bring us to a stop. You muppet. Absolute muppet. I wonder how much stuff I'm holding up on the main line. Nothing to be fair. Nothing yet, but I would have. Put about 10% Loco Brake on. Yeah, that seems to be doing it. Okay, no it doesn't. Let's put a bit more. Right, and now we're on platform level. Save it. I'm very paranoid. Couldn't tell already. We're doing 10, so I'm not bothered if it reckons the speed. 25% Loco Brake. Right, fine, I'll give you 30%. There we go, bring it back to 20. Bring it back to 15 actually. Right, we can go down to the end of the platform now. I'll just wait until it tells me to stop and then stop. 9 miles an hour. Right, I'm going to stop fairly far away, I just want it to count. Is that going to count? Scumbag! Where does it want me then? About here, that's a bit close, isn't it? Come on. There we go. 20 more yards. Yeah, normally it just pings it automatically, like when you get close. But I have a feeling this is going to be a little bit more pedantic, because it done this on my 350 run yesterday. Will you have that? There we go, thank God. Oh, I didn't even need to open the doors. But yeah, that has been today's video. I'm sorry about the mess that it was. If you have enjoyed, be sure to like, subscribe, and I shall see you all next time.